You outgrow places, even people sometimes, but you're not able to see it because people are always making you feel like you're not necessarily achieving. Because maybe they can see you with a different, like maybe a background or maybe a different mindset. So people are looking at you, they don't understand how it's actually possible that you're even in the same places, right? So people are actually looking at you, thinking that you're not supposed to be in places. So the reason why you have the feeling that you're not actually growing is because you're actually growing, but you're not able to see yourself, the growth that you have. Because around you, you will have people that are clearly showing you that you are not doing well. I remember exactly in moments where like you have to go back to places, for example, like to get some things done, and the people around are not going to take you seriously, for example, because they think that they are way better than you, right? But when you actually look at things, you have like two laps ahead of people, but they don't even see it. It's like me being the last for many years and many years to the level that you look at it and you're like, okay, cool. But most of the time, you're not last. You have been among the people who are actually doing well. You are growing like everybody that you see. Every new year, you try to do something new. When the same people who made fun of you most of the time, they're not even there to actually tell you like how to improve or how to do better. It is just because you're really different, and they might see you and think that you're having difficulties with things when they don't even know that you're out there carrying most of the things that you see around. But it's fine. You don't have to talk that much. Just do what you can do. But you will always have people who think that you're not doing well, but when you look at things, you have outgrown most of the people that you see, man. A lot of people are right now, they are seen as people who are not doing well, but they're doing like 5 times more than the people who are always criticizing them. But we stay humble, but at the same time, I can't stay humble that much to the level that I lower myself. I know exactly that like people are going to make me look like I'm not good, which they do all the time with my music. But at the same time, I know that like you put my music next to the music of other artists today, you will see that it's great music as well, man. I've never like look at the greatness of other people and say, oh man, they are way better than me. But there are some people that you meet and you see that the greatness that they have is not possible. It's something that is so different, and we accept that. That's the humility that people have. But when people make you look like you're not great, that's when it's a different story when people are making you feel that you're not great. But yeah, man, you have outgrown most of the places that you go. That's why you don't right now there might be a place that you really enjoy, and you want to go to that place, but if you go to that place, it will never be the same way as it used to be the first time that you was at that place. The first time that you see a place, you're like, oh my God. You even look at the trees, you look at the pigeon, and you say, like, what language do they speak? And you try to know everything about the place. But somehow, if you go back to that place, you will just see that it's no longer the same thing, man. And the first thing that you're going to realize is the silence that there is around the places. Those places that used to be so vibrant. You could go outside and you could hear like the birds sing. You could see like people running and having fun and people just like smiling. Now you go to places like nobody is smiling. You can't even look at people today when you walk outside. So a lot of the places that we are chasing, and like you live somewhere, like you have the feeling that like God is telling you what you're asking God, why am I removed from situations, from like countries and all those great places? You're asking God why, and you try to go back to the same places, but just to see that it's no longer the same thing. And that's the reason why in the first place you are removed sometimes from places, is because it's no longer aligned to you. I remember like chasing this dream and chasing those places, those friends, those all those things, just to realize that it's like it's no longer the same thing, especially for friendships. You're going to try to be friends with people that like you no longer see for many years. you're going to go there, it's no longer going to be the same friendship. And this is what it is. So you have outgrown, like the friendship is no longer the same friendship with a lot of people maybe that you grew up with. There are some people that you grew up with, right, that you see at schools or maybe outside of school, and you were able to keep touch with people, but most of the time it's really hard because everybody is growing in their own way. It's not only us that are growing. This can be also other people that are growing in their own lives, but we are no longer aligned. So you being around those old friends, around those old places that you used to go all the time and it was so good, you will go there, you will see that it's not even the same, especially like clubs, restaurants, those things like that. You go there, you will just see that it's no longer the same vibe. Yes, it's the same place, but it's like it's no longer the same vibe. And most of the time it's also memories. Like it's also memories. Maybe when you were going there, you were really good with people. You were always like in a good mood, good memories and all those things. So we overrate those places, those countries, and but most of the time it's just the feeling that we get. So don't try to chase a place, don't try to chase a city, don't try to chase a person, don't try to chase like the same like people that you love, that you used to love. It's like just go where you want to go, man. Just follow your instinct, and go to the places that you actually want to go. But chasing those old places that gave you that feeling, there's a certain feeling that you felt when you went to a new country, and for the first time and you visit that country, that feeling can be replicated. It can never, like, you can no longer make the same feeling that you used to have. So it's either going to be you like the place or you don't like the place. But the mistake that I have done or that people do most of the time is going back to places that gave us a feeling of like, oh my God, man, this is freedom. So you try to go back to that place, but there's no longer the freedom attached to the place that you're talking to. There's no longer freedom in the sense where like you have your own freedom of doing what you want to do and all those things. It's no longer the same. That's why it's always good to explore new places. I see a lot of people that are like, for example, traveling and discovering new places. Like some people go to Africa, Asia, all those things, like people are just traveling around the world and we get to see different cultures. But always staying in the same comfort zone is actually the thing that is making us chase things that are no longer aligned to us. And we try to ask ourselves, why? Why are we not able to find those opportunities and all those things? It's because we are not even ourselves. Your own self is no longer aligned to those places, but you think that you're supposed to be in those places, man. You will see. When you're no longer aligned to something, you will see, man. It's so obvious, man. You see people that are just going to look at you like everywhere that you go, people are going to stare at you in a way is like, okay, man, just know that like you have to be somewhere where you're actually more aligned to the place, and there's no right place or wrong places, but chasing places that are no longer aligned with who you are, even like friendship, even a relationship, but it's important to keep like the day ones, man. That's the hardest thing, is being able to keep the day ones around us while actually we change as a person. So man, I think that a lot of artists are talking about like they can't, like when they get to a certain level, they can no longer bring everybody with them. It's either like the people have to be ready or do the work. Because me, I'm no longer going to bring people with me and save everybody. It's like, man, I gotta save myself, bro. I can't be out there like saying, oh man, this is what you have to do, man. I recommend this to you and do. And then you don't even do anything because you're out there helping everyone. Get that thing that is going to make you happier. Always put God first and make sure that the reason why you do things is because you love it and you feel great about it. Like if something is not making you feel good and it is making you feel bad, it's already a sign that like you're no longer that much aligned to those things, man. But yeah, there's a small amount of people that are actually want to go where you go, you know. Some people actually want to be there with you and all those things, but a lot of people don't want to. Like a lot of people don't want to do the work. So it is what it is. But just make sure that you no longer chase those things that are no longer like serving you like that. That's the video of today. If you like this, press like and subscribe as well. Then thank you very much for watching.